Welcome back to Big Dick's Picks. And no, this is not a dick measuring contest. This is your one-stop shop for all your sports gambling comedy podcast needs. I'm Big Mo, and I'm joined here today by three other hosts. Two of them are wonderful. One of them is awful and horrible and smells like shit, and I can't believe that I fucking let him into my house. But we're all here live together in person. Amesy, EPR, how are you guys doing?
Well, I'm doing great, but let me just preface that we're all together for the first time in months, and two of our hosts have pretty fucked up voices.
I don't know who you're talking about, okay?
Amesy recovering from a cold, and we're recording at a later time.
And I picked up for Eddie Vedder on Pearl Jam, so I really had to start smoking some darts and hell.
And Big Dick sounds like normal.
Guys, mind if I smoke in here?
Yeah, we do mind.
Yep,
Yeah.
very much so.
Go outside.
Please, actually, go outside and stay out there. I think it's getting cold, right?
I mean, it's starting to get a little warmer, so yeah, it's not that bad. Just
We pretty much missed the whole winter, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it is getting warmer now.
Perfect. No, excited to be back. It's good being with the boys.
Yeah, very much so.
I am too. And I just want to apologize to all of our listeners out there that it has been way too long, and I absolutely love that the last time that we recorded, we promised you that we were going to start dropping pods every single Friday. and then we're just like, nah, like for a month and a half. So
we didn't choose that as much as work chose that.
Work chose that.
But that is not the real reason. We have plenty of actual reasons.
Actual
why.
reasons.
Yeah.
Actual reasons why the podcast has been delayed for this long. And I appreciate all of you listeners out there that have stayed around and still subscribed throughout all of this drought, just like EPR's betting drought. But that's going to change.
Wow.
That's going to change with potentially a side bet. Did I hear a side bet on his final?
You heard no
Wow.
such
His
thing.
final bet?
No such thing.
Wow.
It didn't happen.
He's going to take a shot. That's what he said. He said he's going to take a shot
Maybe.
if Creighton is able to upset Tennessee.
Yeah.
Currently, they're winning by 4.
Oh yeah. No. Crap. I'm a lightweight.
And he's taking a shot of moonshine that I brewed up in my backyard.
It
so.
actually is moonshine.
Yeah.
He's right. He didn't brew it. But I
Anyways,
might still go blind.
we have enough time off the pod and so many reasons why that we just turned all of these actual legitimate reasons into a snake draft.
Yeah. But
They all happened.
you know, we're excited to be back in person because of it, but we're going to share those reasons. Big Dick, are you at least excited that you're back?
I did better when I didn't have to see your faces.
Okay, well,
Okay.
fuck you, I guess. That's, I thought you'd be more excited than that.
I understand now why you guys are always remote. Big Mo stinks. And I'm not talking about his picks.
Okay.
Hey, who's in fucking first place right now, you fucking pussy?
Currently, he does.
Whatever.
Currently, he does stink of success. I hate to admit it.
Yeah, stink of success and darts because we got quite the ashtray parlay cooked up for you later. And whiskey, yeah.
Well, let's
It's just all kind of degen behavior just stenching up this house. So I apologize to my wife. I apologize to Amesy's wife. It's a bunch of degen stench up here.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, it doesn't stink.
The
What
snake
we're gonna
draft.
do? Yeah, what we're gonna do for you today is, as an extra treat, and in the spirit of what's going on, is we're gonna give you a snake draft on the reasons as to why we've been gone for so long.
Yeah.
But that's just going to be for you guys to vote on, not us to determine. Then we're going to do the new fan favorites from some feedback we've received, at least from several people. That
3.
3 to be exact.
No need to name
Hey,
numbers.
come on. My mom counts as one, so that's 4.
It's anywhere between 3 and 500,000.
Exactly.
We're not going to say where.
Yeah.
No, but seriously,
Probably on the upper side of the scale.
we're gonna follow up the snake draft with the scenario game, where we each give the other contestants here a scenario, and the best answer wins. So, stay tuned, and we'll kick it off with the snake draft. I think the starting one should be it should go Big Mo, Amesy, and myself.
Yeah,
you guys
sounds
good
great.
with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
works.
All right.
I think that the only reason for this entire podcast to be delayed for this long is that EPR joined ISIS.
Yikes.
And that is actually a true fact. He has fully joined ISIS, and he was in the Middle East probably doing some fucked up shit, but you know what?
I'm sorry, Mom.
As you can see from his complexion and when we released our, photos of ourselves, he really looks like a member, and they just had to have him.
EPR did not actually join ISIS, to the FBI member that's listening to this podcast.
So he just backtracked on his reason.
Maybe we should actually talk about...
Nobody actually did.
We should actually talk about something that did happen. It's a little bit of a sensitive subject, but if we're going to be honest, we had to be honest. Big Mo, he had a routine colonoscopy, and he just didn't quite bounce back. So, it was a tough time for all of us.
That's because Big Dick did it.
Yeah, so we just
in his sleep. He didn't tell him.
He had some issues, and we just wanted to be there for him in his trying time. It was it was tough. It was right after the colonoscopy was behind him. He just did not quite bounce back.
My health insurance deductible is so fucking high. Like, can you blame me for doing a Craigslist ad colonoscopy?
You knew it was a bad idea when they brought in the Q stick.
I feel like you're almost right. I mean, I think you're embellishing a little bit.
Okay.
But it is similar.
Okay.
The real reason is actually aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah. You
did you guys see on the news?
Big Mo did get probed. He thought it was a colonoscopy, but to his surprise, it was actually aliens. He just doesn't really believe it himself, so he's more convinced that Big Dick or a Craigslist ad would be a better outcome.
And if you heard that and not a bunch of just beeping, you're one of the few, because the FBI, as we said earlier, is listening to this and does not want this getting out.
When you've seen The Fifth Dimension, you'll understand what I understand.
Or The Fifth Element.
All right.
Pull for some 90s movies fans here.
Does that mean the wraparound is back to me
back
then?
to you,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Besides aliens.
So, there's a lot of good reasons out there, and we're embarrassed to share some of these because most of them are actually true. It was kind of a culmination of all these, I think.
Especially that he joined ISIS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that one.
Not to mention how gingerly Big Mo's still sitting on his chair right now.
Yeah. It's actually because my dad from many years ago, who said he was going out for some milk, actually came back into my life, and I reunited with him.
Wow.
And so we've been catching up for the last 29 years. I think it's a pretty good reason I was gone.
He knew they were related because they had matching face tattoos. Speaking of which,
what's your excuse, Amesy?
going on to the next reason, which kind of goes into that. EPR, he got a really bad infection from his most recent tattoo. It was a giant ear of corn tattooed on his face. He called face corn. Face corn. So, face corn did cause some problems.
Hey, but the ladies love it. Okay.
That's true. I thought it was a little corny.
Oh, shucks.
Man, you really have to have an ear. You really have to have You really have to have an ear for that joke.
Oh man. Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
I really popped in there, Amesy.
That's true.
Oh
Man, this is just podcast. It's just a cornucopia of great content.
That's tough to follow up, but it is pretty easy to follow up with the truth. And the truth is that Amesy abandoned us to go on tour with Creed.
Knobs wide open. with arms wide open.
Wow, he's gotten good.
Thank
He's
you.
gotten good.
I'm only 6 feet from the ledge.
Can you take me higher?
Big Dick's podcast is number 1.
Anyways, I did not do any of the singing. I was merely on the lighting crew, but, I'd sing to myself.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and then for the wraparound, after Amesy's tour with Creed, he ended up talking me and EPR into coming over to this Airbnb that him and the band had found. And apparently the guy there was into the Human Centipede. So we were all connected in the Human Centipede.
That was tough.
With Big Dick in the front. So give us a fucking break.
As we said, Big Bo is sitting gingerly
I'd like to
on his chair right now.
I'd like to point out
That's why the colonoscopy went so poorly.
Yeah, Amesy was actually directly behind, so he really drew the short straw.
He was the long straw, but yeah, it was not great.
Amesy, what's your final reason?
Oh well, let's bring it back to the truth, why don't we? Big Bo, he grew incredibly concerned with global warming. Had to go check the water levels in Fort Myers. Unfortunately, forgot to check his tire pressure. He got stuck at a Cracker Barrel in West Virginia. To pass the time, went to a local strip club where he found a man who needed to help the deposed king of Nigeria, who happened to be a scam. Therefore, he spent the last few months working a side coal mining job in Ohio. And we recently got back up and, him into normal life there. So hopefully
sounds
you
very
caught all
truthful.
that. But
Yeah.
It happened.
Okay.
It sounds like it's a murder novel or something.
Yeah,
like.
episode on NCIS. Yeah. You're close.
Yeah. Well, I hate to go last here because it really just means my voice is heard and I have the real truth. Which I won't speak for the other guys, but again, we're just going off of why my absence was here. In a sense, I'm the most important member of this
Yeah,
podcast.
you are a face corn.
Yeah. It's actually because I adopted 6 kids.
Oh my gosh. I told you to adopt dogs first.
Well, here's the problem. They were all biologically related. I just didn't know it. And got a lot of phone calls I had to sort through. And turns out, guys, I'm a dad.
Well, sounds like a good father-son activity that you can do with your dad. So, great
Yeah,
timing.
now that he's back in my life,
Him to come back
Grandpa's
in your life.
in the picture.
Yep, there you go.
Wow.
It's real great.
Very intense.
I'm assuming that you've already taken lines of credit out on all of them at the casino, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%. It's extremely convenient. That's the only reason I went searching for him.
Of course. Of course.
Because my betting has done so poorly, it was that I could take lines of credit out on each kid, giving a good excuse that I need to feed them. So, we'll leave it to you guys to determine which one of those reasons was the real reason.
That
one of
being
them
said-
is. One of them is.
And maybe many of them.
It could
Maybe,
be. It could be
maybe.
more than one. We won't tell
But
you
yes, please
until you guys
decide
vote.
which one was for sure true.
And for those of you who are listeners and regular listeners, bring on new listeners so they can vote and get their opinion without knowing our personalities. Because
true.
We know Amesy is he's a chronic liar. Let's just put it that
I
way.
don't know about what you're
Pretty
talking
Big Mo.
about.
Default chronic.
Yeah, that's the
I was
problem.
about-
It's his default setting.
There's
Yeah.
nothing default about lying. I don't know.
It's his
pretty
default setting.
default,
He
yeah.
can't help himself. But yeah, please vote. It will be on the website on Spotify's podcast, and we love hearing from you.
Cool.
So,
And I do want to just say thank you to all of our listeners out there for voting on all of these different picks and for sticking with us throughout all of this.
As you could see, we tried to get back, but we just, someone got stuck coal mining.
Yeah, we got our arms stuck under a rock in Utah's Blue John Canyon.
Yeah.
that wasn't in the list. Wait. What? Big Dick, what's that?
The reason we didn't record for so long was because Amesy had to recover from gender reassignment surgery to match how much of a pussy he is.
What the hell? Sounds like someone who loves to do 10-leg parlays and never hit, you bitch.
That's
No,
me.
that's EPR.
That's
Yeah.
me. How did that surgery go?
It was
You sound different. So
Yeah.
something didn't work.
as you can see,
Did they add a testicle?
I did gender reassignment surgery to become more of a man.
Same doctor as my colonoscopy.
I knew something was up.
All right.
Should we do a standings update? I know that we've mentioned
We could do
our
a standings update. I'm good with that.
No, there's no reason to do
Yeah,
that.
no, I
There's
can do
no
that.
reason to do
Yeah,
that.
we could do
Come
standings.
He's gonna be the first to remind EPR he's in last.
Oh,
I guess that's me.
Fuck you guys.
well, yeah, sure.
All right. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, as the wonderful Richard alluded to, he doesn't get to be Big Dick. He's not in first.
Richard.
How do you like that, bud?
Richard.
How do you like that? Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how much he likes it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm in last. We know that.
Yep.
But that's temporary. We all know the comeback's around the corner.
Yeah.
It's a new season.
1980s Miracle on Ice.
That's true.
EPR comeback.
Yep.
All he has to do is win 1 plus 2,000.
Who do we have in
Yeah.
third? Oh, what's that? Is that Big Dick?
Big Dick's in third.
In third?
What do you know?
That can't be right.
What do you know?
That can't be right. Or is it Amesy? Is
No,
it?
it's Big Dick.
Because the last podcast we left off put Amesy in second.
Oh, with arms
Barely.
wide open.
Barely. It's neck and neck.
With
Anyone could
arms
be in
wide
first.
open.
Anyone could be in first.
Okay.
But currently, that goes to Big Mo.
Fuck yeah.
Big Mo stormed back, taking the lead with some big wins. That's all he knows how to do right now is big wins. But I think enough time, he's cooled off.
I
Wouldn't
agree.
we agree, Amesy?
I would agree. He's ice cold.
Let's just say,
Not ice
if he
cold.
keeps winning, there's going to be an alternate spread that you're not going to be able to catch, Amesy.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
But that won't happen.
That's true.
Yeah. So there's your standings. Fuck you all.
Where were you?
I told you I was last. Thank you.
But
Not for
actually,
long. Not for long.
I was out of the room when we went through standings.
yeah,
Where were you?
yeah.
And for all of our listeners out there, we are still going to be doing our guest March Madness bracket.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
do understand that March Madness is happening. We have 100,000 fucking screens set up in front of us. We have the perfect podcast March Madness set up right now. And we're going to bring back every single guest, and we're going to do a specific play-in. I think we're going to do, 8 people in the tournament? Or 7? Or 6?
I think we're looking
Well,
between 8 and 10.
we wanted 10.
10 with some.
10.
That
So,
way we have
10
some
with a plan.
buys.
10
some
with a
buys.
plan.
10 with
with
the
some
plan.
buys,
So
yeah.
that way the
Yeah.
top 2, which currently is Jump Shot
Jump shot.
and Mike, they're 1 and 2 respectively. They would get essentially a bye week
Yep.
to then face the remaining opponents.
That being
So-
said, we glossed over a little bit. I just want to shout out, a Big Mo's Wi-Fi here. It is working harder than any human I've ever seen. We've got like 6 screens going right now, watching everything.
It's working harder than Ainsley's trachea right now.
That's true.
It's working harder than Big Dick's dietitian.
Oh, man. Yeah. Does he have a dietitian? If he does, it's not working.
But they're not alive anymore.
Oh, okay.
hard
That
now.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we ready to move on to scenario season?
Yeah.
Wait, should we do our picks and then move on to the
Yeah, we can do
scenario?
picks
Finish
first.
up with
Yeah, we
a
can do
little
picks
present
first.
for all of our
No.
listeners, or should we go into the scenario
they
right
want
away?
They want the scenario now. I
They
feel
want it
like.
now?
I mean, you're listening, right?
They're fucking.
You've been waiting forever. Give them the juice.
They're ripping
Okay.
at the seams.
Yeah.
Just fucking,
Unless you want to just go through picks really fast.
No, I'm down. Because I don't know fucking shit about my
Great.
picks.
We'll go through the picks
Yeah,
fast.
let's do our
then.
picks quick. Yeah,
Cool.
because
Alright.
we're doing a March Madness based picks this podcast.
They're super easy.
And they're super easy because
Yep.
we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Some
and
of
that's
us.
okay.
No one does, clearly.
Well, Amesy knows a little bit more than I do. I know a little bit more than EPR does, and EPR knows a
true.
little bit more than Big Dick does. So it's all relative, and it's all yeah.
Well,
who
let's
knows?
start
All
with
right.
the most knowledge.
We're all just putting up $100 every single bet on shit that we don't know fucking
It's
jack
not
shit about.
important. It's
I learned
just
I learned
changes
about
our life.
Black Jokic today, and it was the greatest thing ever. I didn't even know that. I was betting on a fucking storyline,
Yep.
and I didn't even know that they had this fucking amazing player on it.
And he won.
And
He
he
did.
won.
He did
He
great.
won. He was the first fucking win of the
He
day.
looks so
Wacky Jokic.
unathletic.
And
I
because
understand
of
it.
that, I believe I am in first place. So does that mean that I get to
Yep,
start?
kick it
You
off.
can
Let's run
start.
through these.
This is my first time that I get to start on this podcast.
Second time. Come on.
I mean, you know.
Don't rub it in. Just take it.
All right, let's see.
Second time. All right. So I'm gonna run through my picks real fucking quick here. Okay. So starting off with my picks, I'm gonna start off with one that was a loss. I'm gonna admit when I'm wrong, and Amesy will probably rub it in my face because he was even more right than what the fucking sportsbook said.
No comment right now, but I'll be talking about it soon.
I guarantee he'll
You already
fucking
rubbed
rub it
something
in
in
my
your
face.
face with that human centipede.
But I had Gonzaga. I had them to beat Purdue. I thought that they had the momentum. I mean,
Agreed.
I don't know shit about college basketball.
Yeah.
I've just been watching a couple different games, and I thought that maybe, just maybe, Purdue was playing at a level that wasn't quite what Gonzaga was.
Yeah,
But
great
apparently, I
idea.
don't know shit. So they got blown out. So that was my first bet of the night. But I came in with a storyline. Jimmy Valvano, 1987 NC State. Survive and advance, the greatest ESPN 30 for 30 ever. If you have not watched it, I
Inspirational.
guarantee that if you watch it, your life will turn around. You'll start believing in yourself. That's exactly what he wanted his players to believe in. He had them cutting down the nets because he was like, this is what you're going to do at the end of the season. It doesn't matter that you're playing against Michael Jordan. It doesn't matter that you're playing against Hakeem Olajuwon or fucking Ralph Sampson or Clyde Drexel. All of these Hall of Famers. You don't even know what these guys' names are on NC State, but they ended up winning the national championship. And what do you know? In 2024, the NC State team wins the ACC. They have the worst record to enter the tournament since then, and they're on a run. So I picked them money line at plus 230. That one cashed. They beat Marquette, and it was a fucking great game. They absolutely dominated them. My third and final game was for Duke to cover the spread of +4 against Houston. Houston
good.
has been relying on Shed way too much, and I swear I don't know shit about this tournament, but I know that he's been playing every single minute of every game in the tournament, so they probably need him to be in the game. Guess what? We're watching the game right now. He rolled his ankle. He's sitting on the sideline. I see him in his sweatshirt right now. He's fucking clapping. The game is tied. Duke is on a roll. I think that they're going to be within +4. But even if Houston wins, that's okay because I picked them to fucking win the ship in my draft pool, DraftKings pool play. So either way, it's okay. That is a lot of words. I'm sorry, boys. We've been fucking mixing it up. And I do, before I pass it off to Amesy, because he's in third place now. Second place, before I pass it off to Amesy, because he's in second place, I do want to call out that me and Amesy have another side bet that we have to finish all of the alcohol that's in front of us before the end of this podcast. He has barely taken a sip at this point.
I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down, boys.
He has
I'm working
2
through.
beers that are open. They're both tall boys, and
I'm running out. I'll help him.
yeah. I mean, EPR, you have to help him at this point. It looks like
Hanging in there. I'm
Creighton,
hanging in there.
Creighton is looking close right now, so you might not even have to take a shot. So you got to help him out. But those are my picks, boys. I'm passing it off to fucking Amesy. He's in second place. I apologize that I said that you were in third place.
That was quick.
That was quick.
Right.
That was very quick.
So, hi guys. How you
That
doing?
was not quick at all. I'm sorry.
Hey, how we doing?
Good.
I'm doing great because
I had to shock myself awake.
yikes. Okay. Well, pipe down, face cord. Okay. Well, I'm doing pretty good over here. I did happen to pick Purdue -8.5. They did already cover that at +155, so that's already cashed. So I'm 1-0 there. It was a great, outstanding call. It was really fun to watch next to Big Mo as his team was losing, but also I was slowly losing my voice, so Everybody's a bit of a loser there.
So what was that, James Earl Jones?
Luke. Anyways, moving on. So, second pick, I have Duke Moneyline here. That's plus 180. As Big Mo was talking about, they are looking good. They are up 2 points. Shed has rolled his ankle and is out of the game. You never want to see that, but unfortunately, Houston is not looking good because of it. We'll see what happens, but currently I'm definitely feeling good about Duke. Then my final pick is Creighton and Tennessee. I picked the over at 146.5. They are at halftime right now, and 75 points have been scored. 70 points have been scored. So it's right near that number. I just need a big second half, maybe a little bit of an overtime. Feeling pretty good about my picks, less good about my voice. The good news, Creed really appreciates my singing right now. So I am going to go shoot a couple Snapchat videos after the pod is done, see if I can maybe get off the lighting crew and back onto the backup singers. That's all.
There's 6 feeling so far down. All right, EPR. Or no.
No.
Big Dick.
We're going in order. I'll pass it off to Big Dick. Big Dick, what are your picks here?
I'm gonna keep my picks short, just like EPR. I've got Marquette over NC State, Purdue over Gonzaga, and Houston over Duke. My reasons are simple. They're higher-ranked teams playing shitty teams who should have lost in an earlier round, but are somehow still hanging on. My bracket has been 100% so far. Trust me, I know best.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you know best because I think one of those has already failed.
Yeah.
But nice try there, Big Dick. I know your confidence knows no bounds, nor your weight. So I think now we can just go past his stupid picks and go to mine.
Yeah,
Does that sound
great
fair?
idea. Great idea.
All right, good. Yeah, so fuck you, Big Dick.
I don't really care what you think.
All right, my picks are as follows. Nothing but winners, really. Nothing but winners. As you could imagine, I am pretty much known on this podcast for consistently winning. The hearts of the listeners. The hearts of the listeners.
Okay, sorry.
I'm 0 for 2 already. I had...
Okay, let me just pause.
you don't get to talk. It's my turn.
glossed over
James Earl
that.
Jones voice up.
You glossed over that real quick.
No, I did not gloss over anything. I had Gonzaga to beat Purdue because I figured Purdue
we're on the
chokes.
same page.
Purdue chokes every year. I figured this would be the one.
Same.
I couldn't resist. I threw a parlay together. I had to.
Heart of the people.
I had to. I had Houston
One
winning.
of us. One of us.
Yep. I have Houston to win, which still could happen here. And I also had Marquette to beat the Cinderella story of North Carolina State.
Jimmy Valvano. Let's go.
Black
That one
Jokic.
lost. However, the funny part is, as just a side, I've already won money because I actually put personal, a good sum of money on North Carolina winning that game, and it cashed. So,
yeah.
As usual, on the pod, terrible. Side bets, much better. And my last one, which is currently in play, is Creighton beating Tennessee. I think Creighton's got what it takes this year to go pretty dang far. I think they can lose to anybody, but I also think they can beat anybody. And what makes me think that? I don't know. I'm not an expert on basketball. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
EPR, quick
That's
question.
all of us.
Quick
Yeah.
question. EPR, where is Creighton?
Creighton's in Nebraska.
Is
Never
it?
mind. I should not have doubted the corn.
Is it
I
actually in
knew it.
I
Nebraska?
should not
Yep,
have
that's why I
doubted the
picked them.
corn.
That's why I
Okay.
picked them.
The truth comes out.
They have a good volleyball team as well.
Okay.
That's also why they play CSU so much.
Bingo.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yep. So I only knew Creighton because I'm from Nebraska, and they play against my Big Red, and Big Red volleyball is the best. Creighton's really, really good too.
Not gonna lie, EPR, I was trying to get you. Also,
Oh.
I completely thought that Creighton was in Utah.
Yeah, well, you're dumb, so it makes sense. All right, we've gotten those over with. Do you have any words of wisdom for my picks? Do you think I have a chance with Creighton?
I'm actually pulling for Creighton.
My tattoo
yeah.
says... I mean, sorry, that didn't happen. My corn tattoo that,
Could have happened.
could have happened, right? Allegedly, may have been done in honor of Creighton. Man.
All right.
So, but if you guys are thinking of betting on any of the things we're saying, you might need help. And there's only one line to call if you need help.
And that line is 1-800-522-4700. It's the gambling hotline. If you have a problem with gambling, if you think that your mortgage is worth it to fucking put it on the line and give up your house and your fucking wife and your kids, call that fucking number, man.
Yeah.
Like, I know that it's fun to fucking talk about and have these conversations and be like, yeah, I got this team fucking, plus this money and whatever. It's great. It's fun to do it in modesty and fucking do it in a smart and responsible way. But if you have a problem and you can't stop yourself from doing it, just call that gambling hotline. Yeah, if you're EPR, fucking call them.
Help!
We
His
chain
mom.
we chain him up
His
after
mom
8:30 p.m.
Mom,
Yeah.
come back, please.
just to
mom
make
left.
sure.
Mom,
Yeah.
your Harley's awesome. Please return. I love it. Oh my gosh.
He's drinking moonshine now because his mom left because he was gambling so
You know,
much.
most of you listening to that think that part's a joke. That's actually the most factual thing we've said on this podcast so far. I am sitting here drinking moonshine. All right. I think it's fair now we do the scenarios.
Yeah,
I think it's time.
we're ready for
I think it's
scenarios
time.
as well.
And
Get
I
ready to
appreciate
laugh.
you for fucking coming with us this far because the scenarios are about to be rolling off our tongues.
You trying to serenade them? What are you doing?
Let me take you on a ride.
I'm just trying to match Amesy's level.
I don't like it.
Amesy,
His level sucks.
sir.
his level has
Sounds like somebody who can't get on my level.
his level has soothed me to a level of 70s jazz that I cannot
Ooh,
even
yeah.
I cannot even fathom at this level. So I'm gonna let Amesy, why don't you start us off on this beautiful March night for March Madness? Maybe you just tell me a little bit of a story. A little story.
Amesy, guess what?
You're interrupting my story.
I clogged your brand new toilet.
Gosh, what the hell, man? Are you kidding me? I was in the moment. I was in the groove. I was in the groove.
We were all getting in the zone. Big Dick's like, I just shit in your toilet.
All right, let's close them out. Let's get back there.
Check the upper deck too.
Let's get back there. Let's get back there. All right.
What you
It's-
got for us?
It is a cool summer's eve.
You're gonna start this like mine last time?
It is a cool summer's eve in Cameron Indoor Stadium. You are sacrificing your evening meal at the center of the Duke Court, as Duke students are supposed to do. However, unlike most nights, your food remains start to steam and outspawns the ghost of the hardworking white corner shooter. Let's go. This man is gritty, hardworking, a real coach's guy. First in, last down, a real locker room kid. Spot up shooter, a real Kyle Korver type. He looks at you and tells you, tell me the secret of life or I will kill you. What do you do?
Is this a ghost?
Yes, a ghost.
Okay, I had to follow your story and I didn't know the names.
This is the.
You gotta give me a break
This is
for
the
a second.
ghost of the average white,
having a harder time hearing
hardworking
your
corner
voice.
shooter.
Okay, it's the ghost of the hard-working shooter.
Yes.
And he's gonna kill us?
Unless you tell him the secret to life.
Oh, the secret to life?
Yes.
All right, I know the secret to life for the white corner shooting guard.
What is it?
If he's white, got him tight. If the other team doesn't know that, you'll be all right.
I cannot believe you stole my quote. All right, let it be known. That's some bullshit right there.
It was pretty good.
I said that. He took it from
Okay,
me.
I don't want to hear you face corn.
But you
Suck
do.
it.
You can't call me face cord if you're the one that came up with that.
That's true.
Yeah, that's pretty weak.
Duke is up by 4 now.
So there's really one clear answer for this.
Okay.
Have you watched Harry Potter?
Yes.
Do you know that scene with Moaning Myrtle?
Yes.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
This is a ghost.
Yep.
He can't do anything to you because
That's
he's already
true.
dead. You can ignore everything he says and mock him relentlessly because he's dead. And you know what? He may have been a locker room guy, but he was only average at best. My name's going to be hanging from the rafters. His body was hanging from the rafters. And that's what I would remind him.
All right, we have Ridicule the Ghost, and we have an interesting limerick. so really good answers for the secret of life here. I do like them both. However, with the current selection provided, I am gonna have to go with the interesting limerick
that he stole from me. That's cool. Yep. Fair enough.
All right. EPR, would you like to go next, or would you like me to?
You can go next.
You want me to?
Yeah.
All
Beat
right.
me at everything. It's fine. Steal, you know. What other? Well, I bet your story's the same as mine too. I'll have to think of my own.
Are you an athletic director in yours?
Yeah.
Are you?
No.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, get a move on.
All right.
I just took a shot of moonshine for that.
Good.
Ugh. That was hard.
All right. Buckle in.
Click.
Fucking buckle in, boys.
Click. You had to wear the noisiest jacket in this room, didn't you?
This is
Dude,
a
I was
long one.
buckling in my freaking seat.
Everyone quiet.
This is a long one, okay? So bear with me, okay? All right. You're an athletic director for a major basketball school in the ACC.
I'm out.
Fuck you.
I win.
You better keep drinking. You better keep drinking, Izzy. Otherwise, you're not going to
Hey,
fulfill
continue.
your end of the
Anyways,
bet.
carry on.
I'm being respectful here, please.
Same.
No, you're not.
All right. You are an athletic director for a major basketball school in the ACC. Your team has made it into the March Madness tournament as a top seed with real potential to win it all. The team's star player, let's call him Kyle, has been known to get into trouble, and the head coach asks if you would sign off on allowing the team to travel to the Round of 64 location a night earlier than expected, just to allow the team to acclimate. You hesitantly do so because you know that the coach knows what he's doing. He's a Hall of Fame coach. He knows what he's doing. He wants to get his team there early, and you tell him that you're concerned about what Kyle will do. And the coach, he assures you. He says, no worries. Like, I will make sure that Kyle's fine. We'll get him into the hotel. We'll do the room checks. We'll make sure he's in there. But guess what? The next day, the day of the first game of the tournament, you get a call from the coach. The coach is fucking frantic, and you can hear it in his voice.
Oh, no.
He says that Kyle had gone out the night before after room checks and gotten trashed and consumed all kinds of different drugs. During his drug and alcohol-fueled night out and his rampage, Kyle had taken bath salts and began fighting legions of different cops. It ended up finally taking the SWAT team to arrest him, and Kyle's now in jail. And the coach informs you that there's no potential for bail because of all the cops that he was fighting, but that he needs Kyle for this big game. You hang up the call, and you immediately call the precinct where Kyle's being held to negotiate his release. After pressing for a few minutes, you finally discover that this officer is a fan of your team's program, and you convince him to release the player for the game and re-detain him after. The police drive him directly to the arena and send him into the locker room. The only problem is that the bath salts have not worn off yet. In fact, Kyle is still in a rage. He begins biting all of his teammates and the coach. You arrive to the arena and, shocked, you find Kyle in the state that he's in. The other players and coaches have finally subdued him. They've restrained him in the locker room. You approach him and you see if you can talk reason into him. But he's frothing at the mouth and acting primal. What do you do with Kyle, and what do you tell the cop that released him?
That cop's losing his job regardless.
Yeah.
That was my first thought when you're telling the story. He's his days are numbered in that precinct at the very least.
But how do you reassure him?
Reassure the cop?
Yeah. What do you say to Kyle? What do you tell the cop?
Can Kyle hear right now?
Yeah.
Even though he's enraged on bath salts?
Yeah, he's primal, but he can still hear.
He must respect you a lot.
And what do you do with him?
I take Kyle to the nearest Walmart and let Kyle wreak havoc, because it's probably next to the arena or convenience store, whichever place is nearest that has some shoppers, and I let him wreak havoc and do whatever damage he needs to do. Probably assault some people. I'm not sure about murder specifically, but and then I call that officer because he's going to give me his card most likely, and I tell him what happened and that it's actually on the cops. That's on his watch. So we're going to have to agree to eliminate Kyle, and he can't say a word of this. So we put Kyle in a wood chipper. And Kyle's career is done. But both of our lives can continue on. The cop has a family, and that's the most important part. And I get more playing time because now Kyle's not in the picture.
Oh, so you're on the team.
Oh, was I not on the team? I was assuming I was a player on this team. Wait, was that not said?
You're the athletic director.
Oh, shit. Shit. I forgot that part. All right, well, that may have made sense.
The athletic director is on the team.
I maybe missed that crucial detail from the beginning. The
story.
Honestly,
that made it that much funnier. So.
The story enthralled me so much I took his spot.
Yeah.
Fuck, Amesy, that's not gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah,
I
okay.
just murdered someone and assumed that I was a player instead of the AD.
All right. I gotta not miss this layup here.
Alcohol does not do well with me.
I do want to win the game. So we do need to get Kyle on the court. Kyle's not moving.
Oh, man.
All right.
When I think about it that way.
Just fucking kill him.
All right, the first thing that comes
I need to get more playing time as an athletic director.
I didn't realize.
I mean, maybe you aren't the best at skills, but maybe you got an expiring halftime speech.
I'm better.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get Kyle on the court here. And the first thing that comes to my mind is Weekend at Bernie's. So, not only an excellent film, but also definitely possible. Where are we? We're in the ACC?
Yeah.
Known for their master puppeteers. So we need to get some students from the audience, get them down here. If we can go out to Walmart and maybe just buy some, wooden poles and some string and get back out here and marionette the shit out of this, I think that's really the only way to go forward. So, between the excellent marionetting of the ACC, the cop will not know that Kyle is on bath salts. Also, hopefully it will not affect his jump shot too much, even though I'm a little doubtful. We'll see. Maybe it'll just be more of an inspirational presence. We'll move forward and win this game.
Is this the same Walmart that he terrorized?
Yes, this would be that Walmart. Unless maybe a Michael's is present.
I wish I could re-answer because I had it's clear to me now what the real answer would have been.
What?
Pay the refs off.
It's a classic.
It saves you from putting a human in a wood chipper.
I can't help but imagine that he may not have needed to go in that wood chipper, but
that story just made me think we need to eliminate this person.
Eliminate
this
the
society.
Yeah.
This is a tough one.
There's no way that's tough.
I mean, one scenario, the athletic director's on the team, so that's an interesting version of the scenario. So it adds a different element that I was not expecting.
Just give it to Amesy, please.
The other one is practical.
Yeah.
But I don't know know if they're still going to win the game.
There's
you know?
nothing more
Like,
practical than a marionette. I mean, I think everyone's going to agree with that.
Maybe the athletic director has just absolutely been dribbling it up in the gym. You know, he's been staying late. He's been shooting.
I don't think he's eligible though as a player. Now that I think about it,
it sounds like he didn't play earlier, so he's got to have 4 years of eligibility, right? Like you can be 70 and play in the NCAA, if I'm not mistaken.
he probably has a
I think you're mistaken.
I mean, in this scenario,
Okay.
maybe the athletic director is the most baller 70-year-old ever.
He probably is, but I will concede the fact that I maybe read into your story incorrectly and didn't listen to a word you said.
Yeah.
I just heard Kyle as a menace, and I wanted to eliminate him.
Yeah, I think that the immediate fact that you decided to put him in a wood chipper makes it pretty easy to give it to Amesy.
It does cut out a lot of his star
yeah,
talent.
I think I'm gonna give it to Amesy just because he's the star player. Probably don't put him in a wood chipper, but you know what?
It's a bit of a curveball.
That was a very, very good curveball. Yeah,
bit of a curveball.
It's not even the right sport. And I don't know basketball. Clearly, I think the AD can play. All right. So you guys got a 50-50 chance here.
Yeah.
So your answer to me means everything. And let me just paint the picture. And funny enough, before I paint the picture, both of your stories have elements that are my scenario, which is crazy to me. It's like you guys created a premonition of what's to come. So, on a dark and stormy night, Amesy, in the month of May, as a matter of fact, or any month, I just made that up right then, you, Big Mo, and Amesy are teammates.
Shit.
And this is an interactive story. What sport are you both superstars of?
Okay, I think we can get this first shot.
Yeah.
You have 3 seconds to choose.
Go.
1, 2, 3. Shuffleboard.
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 Dude,
Let's go.
Unreal. That was
Let's
unreal.
go.
Oh no. That is a two-man sport. That's going to make this scenario maybe impossible.
The curse of the shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard.
We're going to have to change this to a large team sport. Which team sports do you guys play? Main ones.
Soccer.
Soccer! Alright, soccer! For our ethnic listeners in other countries, that's football to you.
Football.
But here in America,
Soccer.
it's soccer. So you guys are both superstars. Both soccer superstars for your team, right?
Rich as fuck. Driving Lambos.
Do whatever you guys do. Here's the thing, though. You find yourselves in Detroit, right?
Soccer capital of the world.
Soccer capital of the world.
know
And you guys won a big game. But you got another one in the next couple days. And you guys are just chatting about the day, about how the game went, some things like that. You're coming from some pretty good solid play. And through your conversations, you guys didn't realize you wandered too far into a pretty dangerous neighborhood. And you get approached by a man, and he's cloaked.
But we're soccer stars, right?
Yeah.
You're soccer stars.
Okay.
He's armed.
Okay.
He's armed and dangerous.
Okay.
And he happens to be not only with himself, but his accomplice / buyer. He's a drug dealer. Not just the typical low-life criminal you would see in Detroit.
Disastrous.
Good.
Right.
Good. Maybe he can sell us something.
Here's the thing. He's not selling you anything.
No.
He's going to kill you both.
Yikes.
What?
Unless one of you tries his drug.
Which drug?
That's the thing. You don't know quite what it is, but you know you'll test positive for it for the next game and won't be able to play because your career could be over.
Yikes. Okay.
I think I know the answer.
He's going to kill you both if one of you doesn't take it.
I'll do it.
How do you convince him to give
do
it to the other person?
I'll do it.
No.
I'll do it.
Stay back.
I'll do the drug.
Stay back. Don't do the drug.
I'll do the drug.
He goes,
give me the drug.
Okay.
Come on.
Big Mo.
Come here. Give me the drug.
Big Mo reaches.
Give me the fucking drug.
He
you
reaches in for the drug.
Bitch.
He reaches in for the drug. Amesy reaching in to stop him. The moment he brushes in contact with the intruder's hand, Amesy does the most horrendous flop of all time, flopping into the legs of the attacker. You think that he just got hit in the chest with a cannon. He goes down, he rolls, he tries to take out the defender's legs. Now it doesn't work. I don't know, I'm just a soccer guy on the street trying to flop to a defense. But that's what I'm going for. When in doubt, flop.
So,
I'm a soccer player.
So who's taking the drug?
I'm going to do the drug.
You need to convince this
I'll
guy.
I'll do the drug.
Breathing in pain on the ground.
Give me the drug.
Big Mo's taking the drug is what he's saying.
I'm clutching my ankle.
Why?
Because I want to try it.
Your career will be over.
Clutching my knee.
No, it won't.
Yeah, and that's the point.
No.
If you take the drug, you're gonna test positive for the next game.
I don't give a shit.
Clutching my ribs.
I'm a fucking soccer star.
They'll suspend you.
I'll just buy a fucking MLS team. I'll have fucking thousands, if not millions of followers. As soon as I go to Miami, I'll have a fucking pink jersey. I'll have a wife
I will
with
say,
fake tits.
Big Mo.
And I'll just drive around in Lambos all the fucking time.
I guess I failed to
Big Mo,
give you
he
guys
did
the
not-
confinements of how wealthy and powerful you are.
He did not say that we were not just MLS soccer players in other days.
You said soccer stars. We are soccer
Of your team.
stars.
Okay.
Of your team, yeah.
Yeah.
I could have also said you were college level.
Well, then
I
we
was
really
initially going to
fucked
put
up.
that premise on there, but I didn't. I let you choose. You gave me both a respectable
Even
answer.
at the college level, I'm still doing all that shit. I'm still a superstar.
So let me get this straight.
NIL.
Big
ladies
Mo's-
and
Big
gentlemen.
Mo's-
yeah.
Big Mo's taking the drug.
Brought
You
to you
taking
by
one for the
Chevy.
team.
Chevy dealerships.
Sponsored. Please sponsor us. And Amesy, you're flopping.
I'm writhing in pain on the ground, clutching my knee.
Okay, so there's a possibility with your scenario he kills you both
There's a
because
chance.
he has no.
I'm not going to be very honest here.
Unfortunately, you didn't give me a lot of choice here. The only one that solves you from both dying is one of you accepting to take the drug. Unorthodox answer I was not expecting. I really was hoping you guys would fight over who would take it.
I don't care what it is. I'll do it.
What if it kills you?
I don't care.
Oh my gosh. Alright, I gotta give it to Big Bo for being an absolute psychopath. And willing to risk his life to protect Amesy at all costs while he's flopping on the ground.
Trying my best.
Hello, MLS. Hello, Miami. What's up?
The good news for you, Amesy, although you might not have won this competition, you might have a longer career than him.
That's true.
And you're going to probably be alive, unlike Big Mo.
Yeah, you hear me writhing and play the ground, and my final words of this terrible injury, you hear, brought to you by Chevy dealerships.
Oh, no. All right.
I
Well,
have so
Big
many,
Mo.
I have so many friends out there that are gonna be so disappointed that I said Chevy. They're gonna be like, Chevy.
A bunch of Ford guys, huh?
Yeah, a bunch of fucking Ford guys.
Built Ford tough.
Hey, fair.
Nah, non-Ford guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Unique individuals.
Unique individuals.
All right.
All right. Well, you won it. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel like just maybe, I have enough winning momentum that finally I will put together the ultimate winning ashtray parlay.
Oh,
And
no.
for all of our followers out there, you've probably never heard of the ashtray parlay because you don't really listen to this podcast. You just sit there and you put it on in the background and you listen to us talk about dumbass shit the entire time. But for those of you that actually fucking listen, for those of you that can hear the change in Amesy and I's voice from all the fucking darts we've been fucking smoking.
Hello.
They don't tell you that you gotta plug your throat hole in the shower, but me and Amesy are gonna tell you exactly what it's gonna take to fucking win exactly the ashtray parlay, okay? Hear me
Cigarettes.
out.
I feel left out on this.
All right, I'm gonna stop.
I need to smoke more darts to join you boys.
Yeah, you're missing out, EPR. You're missing out because if you don't start smoking darts, you're just going to jinx this ashtray parlay. You need to start just ripping darts just like you're supposed to rip this shot about Creighton potentially losing this game. But they're on a pretty big fucking scoring run right now.
Yeah,
they're
well.
almost back. They're almost back. But
Well, I go 1 for 3.
guess what? You know what's not almost back? You know what's fucking fully back? Winning a bunch of fucking money to buy darts. And that's exactly what this ashtray parlay is. It's a fucking 12-leg parlay. It's plus 43,503. Holy shit. It's fucking Connecticut winning minus 8.5 against the fucking Duke Blue Devils in the women's March Madness bracket. Then
Wow.
we're moving over to the men's. We got Clemson upsetting Alabama money line. Moving to the MLB. We're going all over the fucking board. We got the Diamondbacks beating the Rockies. They suck absolute dick. Oh my god, the Rockies suck so fucking bad. They lost 16-1 in their first game. I don't even think they're going to win 30 games.
Did they really?
Oh my god, they
14
suck
runs
so
in one
bad. They might be the worst team in the history of all professional sports. Please, just bet everything on the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Can we put 'em in the
Oh
wood
my
chipper?
god. Yeah, please put them in the fucking wood chipper. Next, we're going to the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're going to beat the Buffalo Sabres. The Sabres are struggling. We're going next to the under 6.5. The Sharks and the Blues. Both teams don't really excel in scoring. Then, we're going to the LA Kings. Money line against the Calgary Flames. They have way more to play for. Then we're going to the Columbus Blue Jackets plus 1.5 against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh my god, their power play sucks ass. It's so fucking bad. Next, we're moving to the Carolina Hurricanes. Money line against the fucking Montreal Canadiens. Tampa Bay Lightning. Money line against the New York Islanders. Boston Bruins. Money line against the Washington Capitals. And then Dallas Stars. Money line against the Seattle Kraken. Oh wait, that's 11. Wait, let's put one more on there. Winnipeg Jets against the Ottawa Senators. Total, if you bet $5, you're winning $2,180.
Jeez.
I've never been more confident about a fucking ashtray parlay. Let's fucking go, boys.
Let's go.
Love it.
Will this be the one to win?
Yes.
You have it right here. That's not confident.
That's all we had to hear.
Yeah. Yes.
All we had
That's
to hear
it.
was the
Yes.
Hey, Jake, do you think so? Oh. All right.
Suck it.
Big Dick was in the background on that one. He's already walking away. He's literally been eyeballing us to smoke a dart because we told him we couldn't play in here. Big Mo, do you have anything to say to him?
Nah, other than you fucking suck ass, Big Dick. You're fucking in third, bitch.
Big Mo, you look like the type of guy who forgets to wipe on purpose.
Yikes.
You look like the kind of guy that fucking jerks off and then licks his hand.
Oh.
Ouch.
He does look like that type of guy.
Just play-by-play commentating over here.
He does look like that type of guy. Well, where does that leave us, boys?
I think that's
we're
it,
done.
boys. Yeah.
We don't have any futures to change other than
Nothing.
the finish line with
Yeah.
Connor Bedard. Does he do it?
Connor Bedard's getting close. Fantilli's getting close. I think maybe they both do it. But yeah, Amesy won his first future bet on
He
there.
did. Mine's a little behind, but
Yeah.
could potentially happen. Cooley got a hat trick for the first time.
Yeah.
He just their team's just so bad. I underestimated how bad they'd truly be.
Yeah. They play in a college arena.
Just
mean,
rested
yeah.
on my laurels right now with the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was just hoping. So, All right. Well, if we don't have any futures, you guys have heard the first pod back in a long time, and we'll try to be more regular and, eat our vegetables. So we are.
And make sure that you follow us on Instagram because that's where we're going to be posting everything.
Yeah.
We're going to at least let you know if there's a podcast coming out that you can expect. On Instagram, we are at Big Richard's Picks. Make sure that you guys follow us. We're going to start posting our picks here a little bit sooner, hopefully, so that you guys can follow them. But, I mean, until now, it's been a fucking grind. We've had our fucking arms stuck under rocks and canyons. Amesy's purchased a bunch of slugs and was just trying to teach them the Communist Manifesto. EPR has been hiding from the mob and owes them all money. And Big Dick has been tasked by Skynet to go back in time and kill John Connor. So a lot has happened, and we appreciate all of you that still are listening. Thank you for listening to Big Dick's Picks. Big Mo, I'm signing off.
Alrighty, boys.
See ya.